Hey everybody, it's Audrey Berm at audreylynnstudiios on the west side of Canada near Vancouver. I have a kiln opening today. This one was a slow cool to 2200 and held there for 10 minutes and then dropped to 1900 and held there for 30 minutes. And that program that I use is on my website, and it would be in the blog section. So I think the tab is more, and then when you hit more, it shows blog and it's in there. Okay, yeah, some things didn't work out. Other things worked great. So let's get going. Let's do some little things first, as usual. I refired my little pocket hearts. And because before, these are 340 buff clay by Plainsman. And before I had glazed them two times, deep fire brick red, and it wasn't enough. And I had forgotten that the first time I'd done these, I had glazed them 3 times. So I just added another coat of glaze and threw them back in, and now they're great. And I'll just put a little picture here what I do with them. And then these were also the same. Actually, these are 340S. These are speckled clay by Plainsman, but they're the buff speckled. So that looks much better than it did with an extra coat of deep fire brick red. Okay. I have Sue's Coup, Highland Coup. This is Sue Butler's cutter from 3D Commotion on Etsy, and I always leave her link down in my description because usually I've used something of hers. Anyway, these are all stroke and coats. They're on Plainsman 340 buff if you're new to the channel. And these are stroke and coats, gray hair, camelback, cutie pie, old lace. And these are fired 1 time. Okay, so I bottle the glaze on greenware and then fire them once. That's the same with this little hummingbird. I have to make some more of these. I can't remember where I got the cutter. I think it was an Etsy seller. Anyway, this is the green is sour apple. The breast is cutie pie. Yeah, it's cutie pie. And then it is blue isle and purplicious on the wings. It's very cute. Tuxedo on the beak. Yeah. Then I have a Frida ornament. I bought her before, but since then I've made my own. And well, I like mine better. Anyway, I had made 2 Fridas here. So it's good for me to test. Again, they're on the buff clay and they're fired once. So on all the red parts, it's hot tamale. And then the skin is cafe au lait. And the brow is tuxedo and the hair tuxedo. Here, the nose and that is down to earth, actually. And then up here is cutie pie coral, and then I can't remember the name of the yellow that I used. I'll have to put it on the screen. So they turned out, they're just not the Frida that I am going to use regularly. And I can put a picture here You might have seen it in a short that I put up of me making a plate with my Frida. I'm not sure if I did one of an ornament, whatever ornament. Okay. And then I have magnets. So I have lots of little strawberries. So the red is hot tamale, and then it's green thumb in the leaves. This one is old lace. The carnation is pinkaboo and green thumb. Cutie pie coral, the sun one. I better go look up that sun one. It's butter me up. Butter me up is butter me up in the center. Tulip is butter me up in green thumb. Blue Isle and old lace. Hot tamale, and then there's one stripe of green thumb and one stripe of old lace for the rind of the watermelon. Purplicious. This one is sea breeze on that flower. And then the beach ball is cutie pie coral, butter me up, and Blue Isle with sour apple. So I just put a, I'm not sure how you say it, neodymium magnet on the back. I epoxied that on the back, and I can leave a link. Hi, Judah. Okay, I better pause. Oh my goodness. Okay. So some more little things. These are, oh, I should go get the stems. Oops. Okay. So again, I single fired these, and they are Plainsman 340S. No, not S. 340, no spec. And they are bee waterers. And I did film this for just a simple little workshop tutorial, so I will put that up. But I wanted to test, I mean, I knew they would work out, but yeah, it's single fired with stroke and coats. So it's good. It's like shallow, like a bee needs, and a little thing here where a bee can stand on. And yeah, the deal is not to make them too deep for the bee to perish. Let's put it that way. And so what I did is I bought these dells, but this one is longer than the ones I bought. Like I bought, I don't know, a dozen, 2 dozen of about like this height, but it's about the same diameter. And so I'm just going to epoxy them in there. And they'll still be like that in the garden. Okay, so this is it Blue Isle? I think it's Blue Isle, and sour apple is the flower or the cacti, and I mean succulent. And this is the cutie pie coral with a ruffled edge, and the succulent is sour apple. So yeah, they'll be really cute in the garden all. So I don't know if you were, for those of you that were here before, I was talking about getting this bit of a burn in some of my reclaim, and I just don't know what it is. It's like I have no idea what it is. I'm pretty careful about all my reclaim, you know, like I've got my, I have a bin for each clay, and I reconstitute it in there. If I'm doing slab work and I put the clay back, I put it back into the proper bag. And so I'm not even sure why it would have that. But it's very irritating when it shows up. And it showed up on a bunny last time, and it showed up on a birdhouse, and it's just irritating. But I mean, what do? I'm going to use my reclaim, and I'll just continue to be very careful with reclaiming it. All right, so there's some disappointments here, and let's start with those. I made, I sell the cutter. I'll show you the rose cutter. Okay, so I sell the rose cutter 6-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch. And these rose plates I'm going to show you, these are the 6-inch. Mine was in black because it was one of the first ones that I printed. And what happened is I have a stack of 4 here, and they all cracked in the same place. That was me, because they're, if something's big, I never forget. I really almost never forget to go back and compress my rims. But when I've got small things hanging around, sometimes I forget to compress the rim. Well, I did forget to compress the rim, and they all cracked in the same place. So rose number 1, which is beautiful, and all these are on Plainsman 340 buff clay. I have a stack of 5 or 6 coming on white stoneware. Oh, please don't all crack on me. Now I'll pay attention more. But anyway, I did all spectrums. I've done different tests on the rose cutters, on the rose dishes. This time I just did all spectrums, and I love it. This is just 2 times Sunrise by Spectrum. Looks great. There's the crack, the big fat crack right there. But it looks pretty. I like that because Spectrum has such character. It's not just a flat glaze. And then this one is Shallot. Very beautiful. But again, crack. And this one is Curry. Nice big fat crack. You can see that. And this one is Sangria. It's the closest thing to red in Spectrum for a floating glaze that you can get. So it looks very pretty. Nice big fat crack. I was not happy when I unloaded the kiln. Anyway, these dishes, like they're great little, just little petit four dishes or whatever, but they make great coasters. So, and same with the artichoke ones. So now that we're onto the cutters, I just want to say that thank you to everybody that has bought the cutters, and you send me such lovely messages, and some of you have seen them in posts, and I always ask permission first. But I want you to know that do not feel any pressure to buy the cutters, okay? My relationship with you will not change if you never buy a cutter from me, all right? Like, I don't want that at all. So yeah, please don't feel any pressure. It's only if you feel that you can use them in your studio, then you go ahead and order them, all right? Good. Okay, oh, so speaking of cutters, here's the artichoke dish. So this is also buff clay, and here's the artichoke dish. And well, I can press these edges, so there's no cracks at all in all 3 of these plates. So anyway, so what I did here was just 1 coat of manganese, and I did not wipe it back. So 1 coat of manganese wash around the edge and then leave it, and then 2 coats of gunmetal green. That's coyote. I think it's coyote. So look at the beautiful crystals. That's why I love gunmetal green. So pretty. So I've got 3 plates like that. And they make like a lovely little dessert plate. See? I'm happy with them. Very happy. These are the 8-inch ones. So there's still one bigger than that. All right, so here's another refire. And this is Plainsman 370 white stoneware. And this is 2 coats of sea salt by Mako. So it's very matte. It's very textured. And on the inside is now 3 coats of Norse. I felt it was under fire the last kiln opening. So now it looks great. So, and just a little on the edge there. Yeah, it's pretty. The sea salt, the fleck is a little bit, well, it went a little bit green for me now. I think it does usually go a little bit green. Yeah, it's nice. Another refire is my smack back mug. I remember this one. The one that went splat on the ground, and then I just put a hole in there so I can make a vase out of it for the wall. Anyway, this is Mako's Tropical Teal ×3. And, well, it's Mako's Tropical Teal ×3. And then I had done 2 times Lime Shower, but the last kiln load was a little under fired, so I put 1 more coat of Lime Shower. And so now you can see what Lime Shower looks like on Tropical Teal. It's meh, but it's something. Anyway, funny little thing. The other refire I have is this mug, and this is the 3rd time now. And that's because the first time it had pinholes. The second time it still had pinholes. And now I put it into the slow cool and it doesn't have pinholes anymore. And usually I just fire it right away in the slow cool. But anyway, it looks great. So I'll just grind that off. And I do have a glaze along for this one coming, but I needed to get rid of those pinholes before I uploaded that one. Now this bowl, yeah, a little bit disappointed. It is 340S, so it has a speckle. And inside is floating turquoise. And outside is 2 times floating turquoise, 2 times cactus, and then 2 times olive float by Mako. And it is a square bowl. But I'm disappointed because it cracked. Right here. So, I mean, it's beautiful. It's usable for me, right? So, but yeah, it's a pretty combination. You've seen it before. Oh, for goodness sake, Judah. Okay. Then, let me just pause this. Oh, goodness. The grandkids just live over there. So, yeah, this is just, this is my little Anna pot. Sorry, Anna, I don't have anything that repelled the black, but kind of the idea of, you were showing this one time and I said, oh, I'm going to make that. So yeah, here it is. And this one is 340S, so it's got manganese in it. And this is Till Next Time. These are all piped on, but it was fired twice, like I bisqued it and then. Okay, so Till Next Time, Cutie Pie Coral, Sour Apple, and yeah, Green Thumb. I tend to like those ones a lot, don't I? And then just a bead of light flux right here. So it turned out great. Thanks, Anna. I like it. I might do some mugs like that. Oh, that's right. Lisa, she did something like that too. Yeah, only she used manganese or something, and yeah, it came out rustic looking, and I thought it was beautiful, Lisa. I loved it. Okay, see, they think it's funny to be on the camera. Okay, anyway, so I have a make-along for this project, and this roller is from Vermont, I believe, Pottery Works. And this is buff clay, cactus, and then this is bougainvillea and ginger in here. And this is made with my 7-inch peony cutter. So I like the height of that now, so it looks great. I just did a post from Lori Baker. She sent me a photo of her birdhouse, and she did such a lovely handle on there. So yeah, see if you can check out the post. It's so nice. Anyway, yeah. So that make along is already up, and I'll leave that link. Then I have two mugs, kind of the same. They're both 370, and they are white stoneware, and they are Lori B combo. So 2-time turquoise by Mako, 1-time celadon bloom by Mako, and 2-time mixed melon jungle gem by Mako. And so inside is just turquoise, and there's a little bird on there. And I have two, and they are, oops, they are not twins for sure. One's bigger than the other. Sorry about hitting the table there. Anyway, I thought that was a really nice combo for little birdie mugs. Thanks, Lori. Two more pieces. This little mug is my little strawberry mug. See the little strawberry? So down here I have, and in here, I've got 4-times Amico Snapdragon. So, because I wanted a good coverage. And then this is 3-times Mako's Amaryllis. And then the strawberry has 3-times Snapdragon and, 2-times Snapdragon, because it's very small and textured, and 2-times Mako's Emerald. So, cute. I like it. All right, and last piece, thank goodness, because these kids. This is Plainsman 340 buff, wavy bowl. It's the peacock placemat, which I'm sure you all know what I mean. Just a minute. Okay, it's this. I've had this for a long time, and I think I got it because I'd seen Ceramics by Jazz make it like that long ago, right? So it's off of Temu, I think. I'm not sure if I can find the link or not because it's been a long time, but I'll try. So it's a peacock, but you can't really tell on this dish because it's obscured, but that doesn't matter. It's still beautiful. Yeah, I think this is the head there. So it is 2 times soft white all over, and then 2 times Morning Glory by Spectrum feathered from the edge in, and then 2 times Louisiana Bayou feathered from the ledge in. So it's very pretty, very soft. It's very soft. There. Good. Okay. That's everything. Thank you for joining me. If you're so inclined and you thought this was helpful, I'd love it if you subscribed and hit the like button or the hype button or whatever button you want to push. I'm good with the buttons. And yeah, over and out. I think one of those kids took a dive and then they went home now. So thanks for joining me. Peace out.